We've played a list, indeed, like this before. This is J.K. Torborg's list, a buy a league list. Thank you for supporting the stream. If you want to be like JKT, hit up the links down below for YouTube. And if you're in Twitch chat, we can get you that link. So what did we get ourselves into tonight? Indeed, it is an aggro list of the most aggro varieties. You simply just slap them with dragons, right? 5 stars. We've got all kinds of things going on here. This is Enduring Ideal. That is technically what this is called. We have Bant in colors for the enchantments. We got Dovescape, which is some of the most beautiful art out there, by the way. But what is this really doing? This is combining Enduring Ideal, which is essentially a prison style list, and it's mixing it up with Enchantress and slapping in with Enduring Ideal to make it basically a prison Enchantress lock strategy. Interesting. The big thing here that you have to pay attention in a list like this is you obviously are executing your game plan and you've got to stop your opponent from killing you too quickly in order to get certain pieces down. So what are those pieces? Well, we have the Phyrexian Unlife and Solemnity combo. Basically, this means if both of these exist for any amount of time while out on the battlefield and your life total is below 0, you won't lose. You cannot take infect counters, you're good to go. Solemnity plus 9 lives is kind of the same style of thing. As long as 9 lives doesn't leave the battlefield in some weird way, remember it has hexproof, but it can disappear other ways, you will not get the counters due to damage, and therefore you can't die. So this is like your 12 lock, but you need Solemnity plus 1. Now, don't talk to me about Fracturing Gust. Let's not talk about that. What else do we have? Well, how do we find these pieces? Well, we have Sterling Grove. This gives Enchantment Shroud to protect our enchantments, but also allows us to tutor enchantments. So protection, but also helps us find things. So that's good. That's good. We also have Wargate, and that's kind of what the Bant aspect of this is. It's not because Dovescape is banned, because you wouldn't call this Naya. You can cast this, but you don't try to. So we wouldn't call it Bant because of Dovescape. We call it Bant because of Wargate. And Wargate allows you to search for a permanent card with mana value X, put it on the battlefield, you're good to go. Wargate's probably being cast for 2, maybe 3. I really, really doubt it's being cast for essentially 10, 7 plus the 3 colors. So my biggest guess is that this is going to get kind of your lock pieces, so you could almost stick it there. But we put it over here because it looks nice over here. Oh, you could put it on, you could do 0. You can do 0 and get a Lotus Bloom. That is a good way to ramp as well. I like that. Wouldn't have thought of that. Make opponent read cards.deck. Turn 1, Raging Goblin. Thank you for the Prime sub as well. All right, what else do we have? We have an Out of Time, which is an enchantment. When Out of Time enters the battlefield, untap all creatures, then phase them out until this leaves the battlefield. Put a time counter for each creature phased out. So this is like a Wrath effect to buy you some time. We have Overwhelming Splendor. You enchant a player. Creatures enchanted player lose all abilities and become 1/1s. Enchanted player can't activate abilities that are mana abilities or loyalty abilities. So you can like stick this on someone with big nasty creatures, or you can stick this on someone with planeswalkers. Form of the Dragon makes your life total 5, and then you make dragons. And Dovescape's a cool one because every time you play a non-creature spell, basically you get 1/1s, me and my opponent. So if we play Enduring Ideal, we get 7 1/1s. So it's based on the converted mana cost or the mana value of the card. So that kind of protects you from, say, Fracturing Gust and other things like that. So these are some of the things that we can go tutoring for, aside from our basically 12 pieces that we really want. You can Enduring Ideal as early as turn 3 if you get the nut draw. Nice. Who's not familiar? Whoever finds our YouTube later and is like, what is this? I play 9 lives in standard and I'm coming back and I wanted to see if 9 lives was the thing in modern. Oh my gosh, what's this list? How does this work? That's what that intro's for. A lot of grabbing. This is going to be a toolbox enchantment list. We'll see what happens with the Sterling Grove and basically Wargate. Really, I guess we could put the Wargate here. 1, it fits nicely with the gold cards, and 2, it is Sterling Grove's kind of 5 through 8. Doesn't do the protection, but gets you going there. Sideboard. If our opponents bring in things to kill our enchantments, we've got Greater Oromancy. In fact, we have 4 of those, so that's clearly one of the more important things to be doing. This is probably brought in more or less against green and white list, maybe some blue list. Not so much red and black. Flame Blitz, here's a fun one for Planeswalkers. We've seen this once or twice. Deals 5 damage to all kinds of stuff. No Leyline of Sanctity in this one. Alpine Moon here. Gets rid of Urza's Saga, could get rid of some Tron lands. Not bad. I prefer Blood Moon, but we have Bant colors, so Alpine Moon's probably okay. You can Wargate pretty quickly for that as well. Bunch of Veils, bunch of Dovin Vetoes. We got a Wheel of Sun and Moon, which I really, really like. I love this card. We have a Boseiju. I never like this card in the sideboard, but we'll keep it here. I'm not a fan of this card. It just never works for me. We got a Yavimaya down here. What else we got? I think that's just about everything. We got a Hall of the Heliod's Generosity. We're gonna make things work. Starting hands probably want either Lotus Bloom, Utopia Sprawl, then Sterling and One Piece plus some lands. That's like probably the most ideal thing to start with, but we'll see. We'll see what we run into here. You can snag Boseiju with a Wargate. I guess you can, yeah, Wargate can go get permanents. It can go get lands. We'll see. All right, let's begin though. Donation list, buy a league list, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be playing some Bant enchantments here for league number 1, and then we'll see what we're doing later this evening. It's a weird one. You're pumped? I hope I do it justice. I'm always afraid of these bio leagues because you put money down, you want me to play a list, and I hope I do it some justice. I'm always nervous that I won't. That or I'll get paired against terrible things. Uncle DB could tell you about that. All right, we get to play first. We have a 1-lander, which does not feel correct here. So let's take a brief moment to look at this. If we had 2 to 3 lands, you might keep it. Probably don't really need this immediately. This is nice, but again, not having enough lands here. Probably going to have to mulligan this. We probably want to be looking at 3 lands. This is a lot better. I think we keep this. Is there a reason for me to keep... You think Ship of Bloom? Ship of Bloom, because I'm going to have 3, and then Phyrexian on life, 3/6. I need a 4th land. You don't just want to do a double bloom and on turn 3 Enduring Ideal? That's what I want to do. Maybe I'm crazy. See, I would ship this card right here. This one right here. Come down till turn 4. Oh, that's right, spend 3. Well, I mean, like, wouldn't I want to do that anyway? I mean, we're keeping this hand. It's just, what are we shipping back? I'll draw a 4th land. All right. We'll trust. We'll draw that 4th land. We'll trust. You have watched the stream, right? You know how often we don't draw the land, right? All right, here we go. We'll suspend our Lotus Bloom and pass the turn. We'll pop this out so we can see that nice Lotus Bloom. Fluffy? Lotus Bloom? Misty Rainforest? Bossburr is like... What's going on there? Aether Vial is not bad to see here. Let's go ahead and fetch our Misty Rainforest. Merfolk, probably. All right, so I have these colors. I don't want the Stomping Ground. Probably just going to pick up Temple Garden here. It's pretty uneventful what we need here. Oh, opponent placed a fairy. Oh, that would be bad. Lotus Bloom down to 2. Let's take a top deck here. Windswept Heath go. Nice big red card. I can't search for my win conditions. I'm going to get the land. I drew one of the most expensive cards in the library. All right, there's Lord of Atlantis. Got it, opponent. I'm going to go get green and white again if I have another like Temple Garden here. Mainly because my opponent could put down a Spreading Seas, and I want to be sure I have some white for the future. Land? Ah, we did it. All right. Good to go. Look, we're not even going to show them that we're Bant. They'll have no idea until I slap them with Breeding Pool. Phyrexian Life, go, opponent. The land. We're also trying out these new lands. I want to see how frequently I mistap stuff. This is a basic forest green mana. It's a nice looking forest. I just had the client default whatever it gave me. I don't know which versions of this stuff I got. All right. They put down the island walking merfolk like godlike creature. That's fine with me. We're doing the things. 2-drop here. All right. Lord of Atlantis. Pump, pump, pump. Swing, swing, swing. You got it, opponent. Better draw the 4th mana source in our 24 land for Utopia. See, you could draw the Utopia. Then it'd be like really awkward. All right. Let's cast this Lotus Bloom. I'm hoping my opponent doesn't have a random Force Negation as their last card with blue card in hand. Okay, so let's see here. If I were to shock in here, I would go down to 13, which is fine with this. Yeah, I guess my life doesn't matter because of this. Then I'm just going to... What am I thinking about? What am I thinking about? Slap. Oh, right. I get to put an enchantment card into play. So I just go get Solemnity here, right? Give Dovescape for sure. Not Solemnity. So you get Dovescape to protect here. And then you get Solemnity. All right. I'm good for a turn here, as long as they don't bounce. And so by getting Dovescape, we prevent a bounce here, and then Enduring Ideal goes off, and then I get to put in a Solemnity. Okay. All right, Dovescape for the protection. Dude, any list that gets to play this is in my super budget bird tribal EDH deck. It is jam. All jam. At least we won't draw a Dovescape now? Yeah. My opponent is putting everything in here. They are going to hammer my life total down to negative numbers. Yeah, damage barrier. Perfect example that we talk about getting used to what's going on. I'm like concerned about the creatures, and then we don't need to be concerned about the creatures because we have the unlife. Technically, form is the next grab, because then your life total would be reset to 5 and you'd be good to go. So now we go get Solemnity, right? And then how am I winning this? Because I have Dragon in hand. Do I just... like, do I just run spells into Dovescape? Oh. You have to recur a Hall. When you draw a Hall of Heliod, grab Overwhelming Splendor too. You can discard the dragon. Okay. I can throw something into this, right? I can't play spells. That's right. I can't play the spells. I have to get this. I have to get this into the graveyard, use Hall, put it back on top of the library. Because Hall does that, right? Gosh. Yeah, we discard. Okay. I see. Okay. The deck requires patience if you draw a form. Fair enough. Grab Splendor. So they can't shut off Hall. That's fine. All right. You got me, opponent. You got me. We also don't want them to have a random creature that bounces something here. So we could go get Splendor, or we could go get Sterling. Because Hall, put a legendary enchantment card from your graveyard on top of your library. Put target enchantment. So we need to draw this. I don't understand why I wouldn't just get Sterling. I'm going to get Sterling before Overwhelming because I'm afraid of an enchantment killing creature. I got to kind of play this my own way a little bit too. I got to learn what's going on. I know we got Coach in the chat here, but I think you would get Sterling Grove in case they had some creature that they top deck and bounce. This also might get the concession from them because I'm giving things Shroud and doesn't show some of the other things I've got going on. This like seemingly fits the list where they don't know like my win condition. They don't know a few other pieces. Oh, Overwhelming Splendor makes... Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of the thing that phases out. You're talking about the 1/1, the 1/1 thing. Yeah, we can do that next. I get you. They're turning things into islands. I get you now. All right. Copy. All right. Overwhelming Splendor. Attached to them. Player lands fine. Okay, yeah. So we've won this game. We just have to get to the game-winning actions. Okay, and we can actually discard Form of the Dragon before even considering putting Heliod's down to avoid a Spreading Seas. And Spreading Seas can't be cast anyway. So you could like do different things if you're worried about losing Dovescape. All right, we're good from here. We're gonna hit that F6 button a whole bunch. Thin out our library by picking random things that don't matter. I guess I can't crack the Misty Rainforest. I don't have life to pay. You got it. Attack me for 1. Enduring. Here, Utopia Sprawl. Name red. Click. Attach. Cool. I'm literally invincible. Yeah, that's true. Ulamog triggers makes you exile, but even then, I guess another Sterling Grove protects that. I'm literally invincible. I love it. Invincible. So like another Sterling Grove really makes me invincible. I'm just going to hold the stuff so that I can get to the point where I discard Form of the Dragon, but we're not going to discard it until I have Heliod, so I only give them 1 window turn. And it shouldn't matter because they have Overwhelming, Dovescape. We're good. We're good. We figured it out. The pieces to this puzzle are all assembled. Look at these sweet islands. I named red because it was just what I'm known for. What else do we want? Here. Another Phyrexian. They're in garbage time. Oh my gosh, we've achieved our own garbage time. I don't think we've ever done that before. They're waiting to see our win condition, which is fine. I think that's a respectable thing to do. I think they need to move it along a little bit, though. Can I bounce this really quick? Kill this? Look at that. Glass pulls a 1/1. You never see that happening. Phyrexian on life. All right. What's up, Zale? How's it going? Could start thinking about sideboarding plan now that you know you've won. You don't have Merfolk written down. I'm not gonna look too much at the sideboard. Kind of wanna figure it out as we go. That being said, I don't think there's a whole lot for them. You got Waterburger? Man, that's some good stuff. I don't mind the idea of like a Singleton Greater Oromancy as like another Sterling Grove. I do wonder if I'm going to need something like a Veil. I don't think so. I think we're pretty good. Maybe like a pair of Veils. What would you take out, though? I was going to say, I don't even think I like the Veils. I just kind of like what we're doing. You take Sprawls if you were going to take something. I'm just going to just submit it back. That's the best kind of budget list. You just send it back. All right, well, this is keepable. It's a little sketchy here because I have to expose the white. And if I expose the white here, I might not get the Phyrexian life, but this out of time is pretty good. I think this is at least worth game 2 here, so we're going to keep. Yeah, I'm going to leave the white unfetched for a while. Okay. Nice. Nice. Fetch land good. Fetch land good. Good. All right, I am going to go ahead and fetch this because I'm going to use the Sterling Grove as one of the first things I do anyway. Will it punish me? Maybe. Spend this. Maybe when they see that, they'll be like, "Oh, I gotta kill the Yavimaya," and then I'll slap them. Slap them with the goodies. I'm just worried about a Force of Negation. That is all I'm worried about right now. Yeah, Unlife's the next card. Unlife's the next card, and I can do it off just basic island here. I might do it off of Windswept Heath, get Hallowed Fountain or something. Oh yeah, we'll pop that out. Woo! I want to be sure I can have double white going forward. Let's just do it off this. All right. The fact that I drew another Unlife looks really good here. Yep, 9 lives, very low. Out of time here as my opponent gets more and more creatures out there. Looking pretty good. I don't want to search with the Sterling Grove at this point. If I do, I'll do it this next turn because I'll be able to either play another Unlife or something else, and then I can have the Lotus Bloom come down. And I can search at my end step, and then I have 4 plus the 7, which is what, Enduring Ideal? I think that's Enduring Ideal. That's a great sandwich, Zale. We could go get Solemnity. What is this? 10? 10 damage. That's a lot. Okay. Do we have basic planes? I think we have basic planes in this list. I'm gonna do this now before I lose the chance. I kind of want to try an out of time here. Like out of time. Leave up the ability to search if I want to. Out of time just buys us a lot of time here too, right? Theoretically it would. And if my opponent burns the counter here, then I think I get to place Enduring Ideal next turn and potentially get Solemnity. So that's my line. That resolves, okay. See, and that just buys me some nice time here. That's good times. Yeah, I like this. This is good. 2-2. Ha! Why do these borders look like this? Oh, they do this now? No. Counter petty theft. Now they might have a way to bounce this stuff, so we'll see how that goes. We're gonna go get what? Oh, I can't get this. This is the sorcery. Do I get another Sterling Grove, or do I just get the Solemnity? I guess I get the Solemnity. What's up, Duck? How's it going, Duck? So this is interesting. This is how they're going to get out of this lock. At least it's their plan. Maybe I want to lead with 9 lives then instead. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Mutavault. Yeah, 9 lives is a little awkward. After life total descends below. All right, Vanishing, the Suspend, all the good stuff. We're obviously going to try to resolve a Lotus Bloom here. Resolves. We get the card we went and tutored for, but first I'm going to go ahead and try to play a 9 lives here. I think I'm going to shock in here to do this as well. Just because, and I can play for Spell Pierce and not pop Lotus Bloom. Considering my life total of 1 versus 3 really probably doesn't matter because they'll have plenty of damage here. Now the question is, do I try to jam this if they let 9 lives go? Could try to cast both. Or do I give them another turn here? I feel like I can give them a turn. And the only reason I think I can do that is if I were to draw an Enduring Ideal off the top, I want to try to cast that. Have I played the Phoenix deck? No, I have not. That was fake thinking? It might be. Let them fake think then. They can fake think then. All right, tax me for 2. I get counters on 9 lives now. Imagine if I draw another Solemnity here too. What if I draw a Sterling? That would be great as well. There's like a lot of great draws here to bait out a counter spell. Cavern of Souls, and we're playing something using Merfolk mana. Master. No double blue open for my opponent, so it's not counter spell. It's not force either. All right. Out of Time comes back. Topia's Pro. All right, well, Doesn't really change anything. Solemnity, do you have the counter? I never get to do this. Here, we'll make more white mana. I don't think I need to try to play the unlife here. We'll just play it next turn. Let's see what they got. All right. Now they can bounce like Solemnity and hit me for some damage. That's something they can do. Brazen Borrower is something they could have done. All right, they turned something into an island. Probably the Yavimaya and I lose the Utopia Sprawl. It was fun though. Turns the Temple Garden. Doesn't make the island an island. Opponent attacks here, nothing happens. One card in my opponent's hand. We have a lot of game-winning wins, winning draws. I believe it. I believe it. Just play your last card. Dang it. Well, that could win the game. So I think we go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means I have to burn this. So we burn it. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. There we go. I'm like, there's a reason I burned this, but we'll go for this. So if this resolves, then it's what, Dovescape because of the... Okay, so do we learn anything? So we do Dovescape here. That protects us pretty nicely. And then from here, we can just, I don't know, win the game. We'll get that Splendor thing next. Then I'll feel comfortable. Look, we're even at 1 life. Who needs this card? Just extra. Just extra. Petty theft. Got him. Have some birdies. Ooh, caca. I love these bird tokens, by the way, the blue white ones. They're great. Concession. Win. Nice. We did it. We did it. Retire the list. We're done. We're done. End of the night. All right, we're 1-0. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, I think I see some of the lines, what we need to be doing for the rest of the league. Undefeated. Woo. It's good. Just pack it up. We're done. I think I do have it. I'll probably make a few mistakes here and there, but I think I generally get what we need to assemble first and what is the better things to be grabbing. I just like the fact that I can play a Dovescape. I would play this in paper only because of this card. This just look at that art. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It feels very tutor based, obviously, because you do the enduring ideal and you just go tutoring. You almost need like a little thing to put this in that says epic, you know, like a little tray and you at the top of your graveyard. Epic. All right. What's up, Kerbis? The Stumpy. Kerbis? What up? We're doing the things. All right. Well, we got some mana here. Got 9 lives in Sterling Grove. I'm going to keep this. Let's give it a try. Nope, no Blood Moon main. That's the build I would do, but we're not here to do that. We're Bant in colors here as well. Uh-oh, they're going to steal something. I guess Veil would be... Oh, never mind. Arbor Elf. Okay. I'm going to need double white at some point. Let's go ahead and use Misty, go get Temple Garden. This looks correct now. When we had it in play, it didn't look correct. Uh-oh. I'm going to get punished for not doing this. I don't think we have a second plains. So I'll go get green here. Watch this be Blood Moon. Yeah, Alpine Moon's over here. All right, Wrenn 6. That's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, though I still think I should go fetch basic forest here. What's up, Dylan? Don't give me that face. Don't give me that face. How many basics do we have? 2 forests. Do I have another plains? I do. All right. We can play around Blood Moon. We can play around Blood Moon. That's the correct line, by the way. Sterling, go. Obviously, we don't play 9 lives for a little bit. that would just mean death. Here, we're going to really test out if I can keep track of which lands are which. But yeah, they had a little bit of a different border on them last game because my opponent made them into stuff. Or the Yavimaya changed them. All right, you got me, opponent. Cascade away. I guess with the Sterling Grove, I could get Solemnity. My opponent's not going to counter stuff. Pillages my forest. This is war. This is war. Okay. I don't know about this, opponent. I tried to play around your Blood Moon, but you messed me up. Wargate gives you the ability to do a turn 4 on an Enduring Ideal. It doesn't seem too slow to me. Did you guys realize that anyone born in 2000 now 21 years old? I'm old. Turn 3. There you go. This is looking sketchy. Ah, 3/6. Opponent's dumping everything here. I'm gonna go get Solemnity here. Because they're in red-green. They probably don't have what they need to get rid of this. So we go get Solemnity, play Solemnity down, and hope that I can play a 9 lives right after it. Placing blue down, hoping that that would be the bait if they have a pillage. So this is the goal. This is 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 damage. They're gonna get to pillage a land here. It's gonna be an interesting game here. Season Pyromancer. Draws cards. Please nothing more hasty. Picks up a land. We're gonna get hitting the F6 button, so if you're confused what's going on screen, don't worry about it. By the way, we can play a lot of Lotus Blooms and get Enduring Ideal down. 4 mana, 5 mana. Glorybringer, another Fury. All right, so we're kind of good here, as long as they have no way to get rid of Solemnities. All right, 9 lives. Pass the turn. Now we're just going to build to Enduring Ideal if I get that lucky, and if I don't get lucky to do that, we're going to have to do it out with Lotus Blooms. 7 mana, here we come. You got it, opponent. It's going to be a little bit hard because my opponent's going to pillage us a bunch. So we're going to have to maybe like hold a couple Lotus Blooms and then play them all out at the same time to get Enduring Ideal. So we can get there. The one thing that we don't want to do is draw the Heliod, or sorry, the Form, because we have a Blood Moon over there. I'm not sure we can get rid of this, right? Extra Wrenn 6 is kind of scary. I guess the Lotus Blooms could be to play Form of the Dragon, because we might have to do that because they're just killing all my lands. Okay, so we know our line here. We're going to hit F6 a whole bunch because it's going to be It's going to be a little while. I am going to go ahead and play the land, pass turn, your move. Yeah, they have fewer cards as well. And we're probably not casting Enduring Ideal. So if I get Form of the Dragon, I got to hold on to it and got to find a lot of Lotus Blooms. I do. You're right. Double Lotus Bloom plus Enduring Ideal. All right, we have a Karn. Does that ruin me? I can't think of anything that this shuts off. Can you? Anything we've possibly recently talked about that this gets? What about that card, too? So my opponents come prepared for enchantments. I believe we lose this game now. We do not have a winning line anymore. So we're just going to hit F6, F6, F6. Make sure that's what my opponent wants to do. Pass the turn. Oh, it can't get counters. True. Okay, it can't get counters, but I can't make enough mana, so we have to mill them out. That's right, can't get counters. But I can't make enough mana for any of these cards anymore. We're hitting F6. We're milling my opponent out. Unless they have something else here. Not to worry. Liquid Metal Coating. All right. They got us. You see their line here now? All right. I have blooms. Karn shuts off bloom. They can remove the enchantment because they don't have a Sterling Grove out here. They activate this, they uptick here, or they use pillage, they kill, they swing, and they kill. Yep. They got us. Might as well get the Ratchet Bomb in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang. Bolts me. Clean board, we'll give it to him. All right. Karn's going to be a tough one. Karn's going to be a tough one indeed. Dovin Veto probably has to come in. Probably Flame Blitz as well. These things definitely interesting. I want a Greater Oromancy in for 1 Sterling Grove as well. So Utopia Sprawl has to go because my opponent has Pillage and has Blood Moon, so I probably need to cut these for Dovin plus Flame Blitz, and I want to take 1 Sterling out for 1 Greater Oromancy, I think. I think that's how I want to do it. Let's think here. Wargate may be really hard to cast here. I could do this as well, just because getting Bant colors against Blood Moon is difficult. Making me almost want to do just like this now. Did not, well, they had the coding. I just had no extra thing. That's why like Sterling Grove plus Greater Oromancy may be like a way to do this. And maybe I just like put in another one here. I really want to take a Wargate out. But Wargate could get me a Lotus Bloom, which is why I'm like not wanting to take it out. Out of Time might be too late, but it might not. Almost a little bit better than the 9 lives. We can try it though. I'm not really sure what your last card you take out here is. I want like a Pithy Needle. I want a Stony Silence in here. I could see you having 3 Greater Oromancies and 1 Stony Silence just to have something for artifacts. Because then you could shut off Liquid Metal Coating, which would be very important here. I like the Out of Time. I like that you have 4 Greater Oromancies, but I think we could get away with 3. Let's play first. Well, I have a lock, but it would get torn up by the thing. Don't like that I have Overwhelming and Enduring Ideal in this hand. I don't like that I can't really get around a Blood Moon very easily anyway. Having only 3 lands here is kind of sketchy. Let's mulligan this. Doesn't feel right. Okay, this feels a lot better. All right, we'll keep this. Keep. Form goes back here. Done. Lotus Bloom. Play Windswept, pass the turn. This is miles better. Infinity better. There's a basic forest. I wonder what they're planning to get. I'm gonna wait on fetching here. Wait all day. So turn 4, Enduring Ideal. We can probably, get the Dovescape immediately and then go from there. Having 2 Windswept Heath here is really good against Pillage. Unfortunately, I will have to expose one of these next cards to Pillage, which kind of sucks. What does Epic do? For the rest of the game, you can't cast spells at the beginning of each of your upkeeps. Copy this spell. I don't even want to play 9 lives here. My life total is at 20. I want to just cast this. That's what I want to do. I'm really worried about a turn 4 or turn 3 Karn here, so I want a Dovin Veto in hand. That would be the best draw here. Obviously, if my opponent plays a Blood Moon, I'm going to fetch because, 1, it thins the library out. 2, I want a green source. 3, Pillage can hit fetch lands anyway. That's true. A Kitchen Finks. All right. You got it. Extra 9 lives. We're just going to pass with the island here now. Because I just want to go one more turn here. I need them to not kill. I need them to not have Karn. If they don't have either of those, I think we can win. Please don't have those. Please don't have those nasties. Please. 3 mana. Oh, 4th mana. Oh, no. Hopefully they're just fetching green. Red. Don't Karn me. Don't Karn me. I can beat this. Yeah, I can beat this. We win. I think we win. All right. Let me go get my stuff that I want. I want a forest and I want a plains. Just in case. Yeah, but we should win this. Because I go get the Dovescape. Yeah, we have a God of Destiny, but I'm not worried about that. That's not a bad card either, but obviously we go this. All right, and then Dovescape's got to be the first one. Cool. I don't think we can lose here. Even if it didn't say damage here, as long as I don't draw Form of the Dragon, like in the next 1 or 2 draws here, you just play Form of the Dragon, and then your opponent can't really do much to you. I guess I get Phyrexian in life, and then I could get Form of the Dragon. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang, it's a lot. If they have 3 untapped mana, don't get Form. If I got Form of the Dragon here, though, don't they just kill me by swinging at me? My life total would go to 5. Creatures without flying. Oh, creatures without flying. Right. I get you. We can lock. We're locked from here because we get the time to get the other pieces. Cool. Yeah, and the reason, so JKT is talking about if they had 3 mana, the reason for that is Koithis does 2 damage here off of, say, Lotus Bloom or something like that. And if they somehow had 3, they can run a 3 mana spell to Dovescape or like 3 bolts or anything, and then they'd have 3 creatures that fly in the air. We didn't remember the Form of the Dragon has basically the moat text on it. That's what's going on there. Wheel of Sun and Moon's kind of a cute one. We did see Season Pyromancer and we did see Koithis. It's kind of cute. I don't know if that matters. I don't think it's worth it. I think Dove and Veto. A backup win condition, just mill them out. I don't think I want the wheel though. I think we're pretty good with what we've got. We know we need like Dovin near the beginning here to probably protect what's going on. This hand's no good. Morgate is straight poop. We've literally never had the opportunity to cast it. You can't evaluate a card that you haven't cast. All right, I'm gonna mulligan this. 2 lands here, doesn't look ideal. We got Form in hand already. Rather see Dovin. I'd rather, ooh. Yeah, we can keep this. Get rid of 9 lives here. We have a high chance of casting Enduring Ideal on turn 4 here. Well, there's a Wargate. Speaking of. All right, double Lotus Bloom this time around. Love to be able to do this Sterling Grove. We'll see how much opponents. Oh, where's my Furies in this list? Yeah, let's get a Sterling Grove down. We have to play into Blood Moon a little bit here, but with a couple Lotus Blooms, I'm feeling okay. Dovin, no Dovin. All right. You know what's going to happen to us, right? We're going to get Karned here. We're gonna get Karned here, and if we get Karned here, we're crying all the way to the bank. Here we go. Turn 3 Karn off of a bunch of elves that I couldn't interact with. I can probably concede to Karn. We need a Banishing Light. Let's think here. Yeah, if no Blood Moon, we might be able to... that's true, we could Wargate the Flame Blitz. It's going to be 1 turn too slow, though, because my opponent will... Well, I could Sterling Grove for the Flame Blitz, I suppose. Let's put Stomping Ground or Temple Garden into play tapped and pass turn and see what they do. Wargate could do work here. They're going to uptick Karn and they're going to play Liquid Metal Coating. Okay. Yeah, we don't have red, but I could draw a fetch land. I think we just draw. Let's just take our natural draw here. Unfortunately, 2 Lotus Blooms come down and they can kill one of them if they want to. I think they'll continue to go after my lands. There's Hall. Still no ability to fetch a red source here. I'm gonna leave Sterling Grove open here in case my opponent gets frisky with their liquid metal coating. Karn and then plays Blood Moon to shut me off here. That's what I'm hoping they do. They had that at the upkeep step. We have an out. We have an out. It's very narrow, but we have an out. Come on, play Blood Moon, 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 play Blood Moon. That's a lot of red mana. Moon. I can't believe I'm asking for the moon. If I find an enchantment with Sterling, it goes on top and I don't draw a potential ability to draw and find Stomping Ground. Play the moon. No, don't go to 4 mana. Chandra. I have to draw my red source, which is a fetch land, fetching green. Okay, that'll do it. Okay. I'm gonna pass the turn again. We fetch for Stomping Ground. We Sterling Grove for our thing. What we have to hope for is that they do maybe a down tick with Karn here. And I have to hope for a down tick with Karn because if they go up with Karn here, then it goes to 6, and then they can always liquid metal uptick on the Flame Blitz. Stomping Ground. Play Blood Moon. I almost just want them to play Blood Moon here. God of Destiny. It's really not good for us. That puts it out of range. Oh. It goes to the top of the library. It goes to the top. I don't have a way to draw it. We're gonna go ahead and put it there. Apparently you can cycle Flame Blitz. I'm gonna put the Hall down because I can on my I can pick up again the Flame Blitz, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get rid of these Karns and Chandras, and they're just gonna kill me. Yeah. The Karn shutting this down got us, I think, this game. Wargate MVP. If I wasn't against this, we would win with the Wargate. You're right. You're right. MVP. Totally agree. We would have had an extra land or 2 in play and been able to get a 6/7 drop. Would have won. You're right. Nah, they're not going to look good in a Ponza matchup. Lucky for us, I guess, one thing that could happen here is that Flame Blitz stays for a turn. The Flame Blitz stays for a turn because they can't down tick here and they can't up and do this. Then I'll need to draw a white source. And if I can draw a white source, we might have something. But we'll see. I don't think we have a good shot at this game. We have like some minor outs here. Yeah, if we would have fetched a little bit differently there. Can't do anything about that. They're going to get rid of that land. So there goes our white source. It's the obvious one to pick up. Ups for mana with Chandra. That's fine. 6, 7. I don't believe I have an out here. Yeah, they've done everything off one land. New Karn. New Karn, they just uptick here. They uptick on a Lotus Bloom, and they keep Karn through the Flame Blitz, and then they get rid of another thing. They decide to go down. I don't think that was right. I don't think it matters here. Engineered Explosives. You can put an Engineered on 1 to get rid of Flame Blitz here. This keeps us from killing their Karn. Okay. That works. Hits for 4. Basic Plains would be maybe our best draw here. At the same time, we're at 7. we're very dead. All done off one land. If I had a way to get rid of some elves, that would have been great. Out of Time would have, like, wrecked them. That being said, they just killed all their stuff, so, you know, we do have that going for us. I guess we have one more turn after this one. But they'll blow up a land here. They just go up here and they're doing the Destiny stuff as well. it's very good games here. Dang. Bummer. That really doesn't bother me. All right. I'm going to concede. They've got it through the Chandra and the Goithus, and they've got me on lockdown with the other card. Unfortunately, we were not able to get this going because of this off of one land. It'll happen. It'll happen. If they came down one turn faster, or we had one turn earlier with potentially Flame Blitz, maybe I should have seen that out. That's like the very narrow out that Karn got out of range there. And if it was in range that one turn, then I would have been playing something massive with Wargate. But are you going to fetch your Stomping Ground into a Blood Moon list? Usually not. Usually not. All right, let's keep it going here. I mean, if you fetch the Stomping Ground, then you don't have the chance to draw the 3 of that you have. It's tough to say. All right, match 3 coming up here. Playing this BioLeague list from JKT. It's going decently so far. It's doing the things that it needs to do. Pawns is going to be a hard matchup anyway because the Utopia Sprawl is one of your ways to ramp. It's one of the ways to ramp. Let's find that card. Right. Match joined. Let's play first. I'll keep. I mean, if they can't deal with the lock, they can't deal with the lock. It was very unreasonable for me to probably ship it. Plenty of lands. Got the 2 pieces you like to have. Give me a Sterling Grove off the top. What? Haven of the Spirit Dragon? I'm feeling good. Sort of good. Sort of nervous now. Let's make a little more white, I guess. I'm a little nervous. Haven Changeling. They like the spice as well. City of Brass. Dragon creature. Not dragon creature. Dash and Ragavan, do it. Oh. Magda, okay. All right, makes a treasure token. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Magda, Changeling, Valiant, Changeling, Automaton, make treasure token. I don't think we have a sideboard for this. I'm not. I guess, yes, if everything attacks. Now they'll get a lot of treasure tokens here. Okay. Go to 4. I'm practically dead. All right, Windswept, 1, 2, 3, Solemnity. I don't think they're gonna have a counter spell based on what they're playing. But you never know. Dwarf aggro confirmed, tier 0. This is kind of crazy. Is there a Changeling Rexage? I have no idea. And I'm kind of scared. Overwhelming Splendor will be the first thing I get if I get to Enduring Ideal. We can beat Platinum Imperium if it's their plan. Okay. Unsettled. I'm gonna fetch right now so I can hit this sweet F6 button. I named white there. We'll get Breeding Pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more here to Enduring Ideal. I'm gonna be playing extra Solemnity. Yeah, but they have to have a creature card. Oh my gosh. They're gonna, you know what's gonna happen? Here you go. I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna hard cast Emrakul. We're gonna die next turn because of Emrakul. I know it. I can feel it. Oh, dragon cards. Oh, dragon. Dragon or artifact cards. Okay. Okay. No, we're not dead yet. What else you got as an artifact opponent? Unsettled. You got it. You got it. All right, they're not hard casting Emrakul, but that's sweet. I have no idea why that's in the list, but it's cool. Pass turn. Just got to hit a few Lotus Blooms. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. A couple Lotus Blooms. Easy. I guess the best thing to draw here would maybe be a Sterling Grove because it would protect our pieces here. Yeah, it's a bit of, it's a little far away. I'm just gonna hit F6. Basically, they're giving things flying because they're changelings and tapping, and because they're changelings, they're dwarfs, so they're getting treasure tokens. And every 5 or so treasure tokens, they can go searching for artifacts or whatever. Pyre lets them go up the scale here. I don't really know what my opponent's outs are here. I'm gonna have to probably hold a land and have some Lotus Blooms to get out of this. Just kidding. They have Mass Vandal. We lose. I feel like I deserve that loss. I feel like I deserve that loss. Let's see here. Nothing. I have nothing. Yeah, out of time. Pray, get some splendor. Otherwise, nothing. I could Dovin veto the pyre. All right, I'm just sending it back. We gotta be fast. Clearly, I don't want this in my hand. This hand looks garbage. Wheel to prevent Mass Vandal. So the wheel here, it will, assuming that I get the wheel down before they get a single creature into the graveyard. So I don't think it's worth the wheel. I think I have to like mulligan this. Want something more powerful. Gosh, this isn't very good either. Oh. Leyline of the Void. The meta tonight is telling you it's in a good place. All right, do I just accept my fate here and go, all right, we'll just like basic and get a 9 lives eventually? I'm gonna keep this, put the form away, cancel. How much is form? 7. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put the form away. Don't worry that we don't have enough white. We're gonna draw the cards. Don't worry about it. Everyone panicking, don't worry about it. Yeah, turn 3 or 4 Sundering Titan would be rough here. Wargate's not a bad draw here. How do we want to use Wargate? We want to go later with Wargate, I think. Right. Pray for the turn. No, I think it's better to wait. Yeah. Like, it's tempting to go for the bloom just to have all that mana, but I kind of want to see a couple draws here. Maybe 2 draws. All right. My opponent doesn't appear to have as busted of a hand this time. There it is. There it is. We should have believed. All right. Let's go get it for next turn. Just make it look like we're ramping. Don't touch my Lotus Bloom, opponent. You don't have any creatures in the guard. We're good. Don't touch. No touchy. No touchy. Haven. All right. Got it. Haven's such an interesting card. Because you can spend mana to cast dragon spells, but changelings are dragon spells. It's interesting how that all works. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good this time. Imagine if someone brought that to an F&M. I know, right? Be everything. All right, enduring here. We can go get Overwhelming Splendor feels correct here. Make all theirs of 1/1s. Swarm Yard. Oh my gosh. What is this opponent not playing? I love everything. Please don't have a way to kill this. I love Blood Moon right now. I know, right? I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does this do? I have to be careful because losing here. I think you're right. I think I have to get Form of the Dragon so I can create something and attack Grist. Message opponent, get their list, and play it next league. I'm good. I don't want to play this. I'm good. I don't want to play this. All right, we're at 5. There are 2 creatures down here. This is Loss of Life. I get what, a Phyrexian Unlife next? So sacrifice a creature. Destroy target creature planeswalker. They can destroy my dragons, I guess. Yep. Overwhelming Splendor, Form of the Dragon. You cast an Enduring Ideal. These are the things we are doing here. We're waiting to see what my opponent's going to do with Grist here. Masked. That's good. 1/1. You got it. That appears to be their way that they do stuff. All right. 5 damage to Grist seems okay here to clear it. Okay, we get the win. A Phyrexian Dovescape. I think we're okay. Probably Dovescape. So, I still don't think we have anything for this list. I don't know what's going on. Do I want to one-of Flame Blitz now because I saw Grist? We don't think Grist is an issue? So if they have like 8 creatures in their yard and they blast me for 8, Loss of Life. I think it might be safe to have 1 Flame Blitz in there. I kind of don't like the 9 lives. I feel like a 9 lives here could come out for a Flame Blitz, and I might want 1 Greater Oromancy. But I think that might be all I want to do. I think I want to take down the second 9 lives and bring in a Greater Oromancy, just to have the extra. Yeah, I like the 2, now that we saw a little more of what they were doing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Keep. Nah, this isn't a weird opener. This is the bomb. No changeling, please. Wait, not the blue changeling. All right. Suspend. Suspend. Fetchy land. Go. I need to get a green or blue or white source. I'll probably get Hallowed Fountain. Oh boy, it's starting again. Oh boy, it's starting again. Let's just go get my Hallowed Fountain now. So what am I going to want to do? Probably 9 lives plus Solemnity. That's what it's looking like. We'll find out together. Suspend. Let's get some goodies here. I think we can assemble what we need to here. New Lotus Bloom. Shock in. Should be the last time we shock. Sterling Grove. Haul. 9 lives. Buy back Sterling Grove. Go get Solemnity. Go get buyback. Go get Oromancy. Man, that takes a bunch of turns, but we might buy ourselves enough turns with 9 lives here. That being said, they might just blow up the world here, right? That's what they did last time. I might have to get Overwhelming Splendor. I can't do it yet. I don't know how much of the door it shuts, really. Because next turn they can search with Magda here. What are we playing against? Grist Changelings. I don't know. I don't know. Another reason for Pithy Needle, by the way. I know it's not an enchantment, but yeah. But I've got 2 Lotus Blooms. I gotta take a turn getting to them. I'll probably play Hall in case they do get Sundering Titan here. I'm gonna play 9 lives down and hope. So a 2-drop here. They can do Sterling Grove, killed by Masked Vandal. Okay. Guess it's not the worst. Suspends. I have so much mana coming. I have so much mana. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have like 2 Lord effects. I probably need to get the 9 lives down now anyway. And hope it's enough. I have so much mana though. So much. Just give me the best top decks in the world. Sundering Titan is an ouchies. So they attack for 3 counters here. Make 3 treasure tokens. They can Pyre if they want to, but this has hexproof. All right, 9 lives. You're up to 3. If they have another Masked Vandal, we're kind of in trouble. They can go to what? 2 or 3 here with the Pyre. They're going to 3. What's on 3? I don't think I have a great top deck. I don't get either of these Lotus Blooms. Oh, there's Wargate. What'd you say about Wargate? Wargate to get Splendor? To get Sanctum? Sanctum? Yeah, I used Prelate on 0. What can I get with Wargate? I mean, the next turn, they're just going to get a Sundering Titan here. Do I have anything on 1 that I want? No. What's up, KM Draven? It's funny because I can't even get a Lotus Bloom. It is a weird list. My opponent just attacks and gets a Sundering Titan and blows up 3 lands. I mean, that's the obvious line here. And then they kill me in the next turn. I have 1 mana. Oh yeah, it's a different. If they don't go get the Sundering Titan, I might have like a turn here to draw Solemnity. But here comes Sundering Titan. All right, I asked for you, chat. I asked for you, chat. I asked for the list. For you. By the way, this should go into White Prison. They don't even attack me with the Sundering Titan. What a board state. I'm kind of blown away. Kind of blown away. Well, they're not responding. I asked. Let's go to match number 4. I mean, I didn't expect that. That was so Blood Moon would destroy that list when we look at the list that we typically play. There's been a few cases where we'd like to kill smaller creatures with this list. Obviously, the list is built with Veil and Dovin Veto with the idea that we're trying to counter and protect what we're trying to play so that we can continue playing the game, but not necessarily kill the creatures because we have Phyrexian Life and Solemnity. But when you're getting triple Stone Rained and they're bashing you with little creatures, it's kind of tough. Oh yeah, I thought, I was like, wow, Dragon Tribal, that's kind of weird. Haven? Who's playing that? And then the blue Changeling showed up and it was like, what? What are we playing against? All right. Well, I mean, this has keep. Right? Keep. It's just Kahira. What deck is this good against? Well, I think it's good against meta decks. I mean, you know, how many people come prepared for what we just faced? Elementals. I guess since you're asking, it should be very good against this list. I was going to say, Elementals, here we go. We got it. We're feeling good. What are they going to do to me? Lightning Skelemental? Nope. I will kindly ask, though, what's going on here. Night of Autumn is going to be something we need to, like, avoid. Little Hallowed Fountain. Okay, let's just 9 lives them. Woo! Look at that 9 lives. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that 9 lives. I think we're very favored here. Making it happen. You have a friend that would love this? I believe it. What do we got? Just collected company here on turn 4? That's not going to win you very many matches, opponent. Your elementals. Are they like some weird... I don't know what they are. There's Teferi. So Teferi can bounce my Solemnity. So I need like Sterling or something like that. All right. I think we can assemble a lock here. It's going to just take a small moment, but I think we can do this. So Sterling Grove gets another Sterling Grove. We can then use Hull to bounce the Sterling Grove to our up into our library. So then we can play 2 Sterling Groves, have Solemnity, have 9 lives. That seems lock-like, right? No, we'll run out the Hull next when I have the opportunity to bounce the Sterling Grove. We'll leave 1 open here at all times to protect from this as well. Just like that. Just like that. New Sterling Grove. No draw for you, opponent. Not allowed. This is a very weird list, though. I played the wrong land. Dang it. Oh well. We should be okay. It's going to just take me 1 more turn to assemble. I played the wrong land. I needed to play the Hall there. I still don't know what they're doing. They're playing a Teferi. Great. Elemental again. A spite play? I'll have up to 8 mana here soon. I was to say, yeah, we denied the draw. That's the whole point of floating or having the 1 mana open for the Sterling Grove. What are you doing, opponent? Up you go. Good job. All right. Oh my gosh. Can I not mentally remember what I'm doing here? I can't remember what I'm supposed to be playing. I'm supposed to be playing Hall, but you know, that's impossible. I'm getting distracted by chat. We're having a good conversation, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Utopia Sprawl. Let's put it on a basic forest. Great idea. Also, I think I'm mildly confused that my opponent's named all elementals, has Cavern of Souls of all things, and hasn't played a single creature. You got it. You got Solitude. You got it. Fairies greater than creatures. All Solitudes and all Furies. Then have at it, opponent. All right, they take Teferi up a little bit further here. We'll just play Hall and pass turn. They don't even bounce it. They don't even bounce it. I don't know what they're doing. They're gonna hit me for nothing. You got it. Swing 3. Nothing happens. I didn't bring a pad or a pencil to this match. I don't keep track of life totals. Nothing. Go. Nothing happens. Nothing. Go. That's all. That's all we're here to say. I was here for the gathering, not for the competitive play. I was supposed to play the Misty. Just continue to not play things. Drifter! I love me Mull Drifter. Love the card. Beautiful art. Lorwyn one, too. Up. They shocked. They're going up with Teferi. We know they're Kahira. Move that out of the way. You can't bounce 9 lives. It's hexproof. We're going to put the other Sterling Grove on top, and unless they counter this Sterling Grove, everything's going to have Shroud. Well, we're doing something. Prismatic Endings, my other Sterling Grove. I don't really want this to be exiled here, so we can draw with this one, or we can put something on top. So I guess I just go get another one. This one resolves. Then I can put that one on top if I wanted to. And we just keep doing this. Song and dance over and over. Oh, land. Surprise planar cleansing. Goodbye, my enchantments. So I have a Sterling Grove on top. I'm not going to necessarily put this one on top. My opponent attacks me for nothing. Remember, I don't have a life pad. Beside my play mat is nothing. Nothing happens. Dragon Ball Z. Sterling Grove juggle? I'm running out of Sterling Groves. Never mind. All right. They concede. So Dovin Veto seems pretty decent, and Oromancy doesn't seem too bad. Potentially maybe a pair of Veils. Maybe. Let's look at these 4 first. I'm really nervous about Lotus Bloom here. If I play a Lotus Bloom, my opponent plays Teferi, it's just gone. So I don't want that to happen. I mean, Teferi's a little bit annoying. Maybe it's worth taking one Lotus Bloom out for a Greater Oromancy for more protection for our enchantments. I mean, I have to believe that they're creature-based, right? I don't know if I want to bring Flame Blitz in this time. But I could. I could like Flame Blitz for one like Utopia Sprawl too. Maybe that's all I need to do. Just ignore the Teferi. I mean, it didn't do that much this time. Let's just ignore Teferi. Submit. Ignored. Don't care. Teferi, go take a hike. Am I going to draw the land? Foundation Breaker shouldn't be bad because we have a way to get around that. I kind of want to keep this and just, you know, lose. You know, just lose. Land off the top. It'll be fine. We got this. Look at these war gates. We're gonna really test if Wargate can bring us back into this one. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. Bam. Easy. Easy. Never didn't have it. Was the white card we needed. Perfect. Opponent's just doing their elemental thing where they don't cast anything for 10 turns. Easy. Look, I don't even have to take damage. Sometimes you have to lose one. Opponent's got that fighting chance. Not castable card, not castable card. My opponent is skipping their turn. I did not want to draw that. Oh well. Finally get to catch the stream. Welcome. How goes it? Look at that ramp. Look at that ramp. Woo! Woo! Lotus Bloom. Maybe I just hard cast Dubscape. What if we did that? They probably have Prismatic. Let them have Prismatic. That's fine. I don't care. Exile the Bloom. Just kidding. I don't want you to exile it. I like to look at my pretty flower down here. Let's just keep working our way up here. We'll play a Solemnity now. Then I can Wargate for 2. Greater Oromancy seems like a really cool idea. My opponent doesn't have anything for another turn. So now go 2 here. I could get Grove for Hall. I kind of want the Greater Oromancy, but the Sterling Grove's probably just slightly better here as long as they don't exile it right now. If they exile it, then it's blah. Uh-oh, they have enough colors. Feeding their non-existent Goyf. There's a Risen Reef. You got it, opponent. You got it. So, opponent concedes. We were going to draw a Solemnity. Or we could force ourselves to draw something different. We probably get like another Sterling Grove, put the Hall down, get the Sterling Grove, get the 2 Sterling Groves in play, and then Dovescape after or something. That's probably what we do. We probably get another Sterling Grove, Halls into play, play the Sterling Grove, buy back the Sterling Grove, and then after we get both of those, we can play 9 lives. We're pretty set then, because we'll have Shroud on everything. 2-2. We were gonna hard cast Dovescape. That's not a good idea. My opponent just didn't have, they just didn't have anything. All right, 5th and final match here, playing this JKT donation buy a league. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the stream. Once again, if you want to be like them, we have our donation button, and we have it down in the description for YouTube. Match 5. If anything, you've had a variety of very interesting matchups. I cannot tell you that we were going to play against Changeling Sundering Titan Grist. You know, I lost to some spice, that's for sure. All right, Luris opponent. Keeping a hand with some spice in it. Let's begin magic. Maybe they'll Thoughtseize my overwhelming splendor here. Mill? Oh. Please be Rakdos. It looks like it's Rakdos. All right. Let's go get, we need double white. We got the blue. Temple Garden seems to be pretty frequent what we get first. You've never lost to Rakdos? I'll educate you how to do it. I'll educate you how to do it. I mean, we won't lose. Could be Grixis, could be a little tougher. It could be, could be. Let's pop this out. I'll just put a tap land in. Play tapped. Go ahead, opponent. All right. Well, what are we looking at? Phyrexian Unlife, Lotus Bloom for Overwhelming Splendor soon. We'll have 7 mana here when the bloom comes down. Saga's not too worrisome here. 2 mana Dashing Monkey. Please don't exile anything important. Sterling Grove. All right. The 9 lives. On life. Does 9 lives stop Monkey? Source will deal damage to you, prevent that damage. I forget how Monkey works. I don't know, does it? Huh. It might. I think we're fine here. We're going to just probably play 9 lives here in a second, and then I'll get into Solemnity and we'll be good off the War Gate. I think we'll be fine. There's the Hinterland Harbor. It's a Wrenn and 6. Not worried about that either. Play around Cake Command. Get Solemnity now. Off the Lotus Bloom. We can play around the K command, that's fine. I mean, getting the Solemnity here possibly just locks out the game. Let's get an island. Three, right? Bam. Let's go get that Solemnity. I was gonna say this should be close to enough here. And Solemnity. Bam. Cool. We did it. We did it. All right, red-black's going to have a hard time killing our auras, so Great Auramancer is not needed here. The only thing I could think of maybe doing here is Veil plus Alpine Moon, because we saw Urza's Saga. More because I just want to protect from Thoughtseize, and that's about it. They're splashing green because we saw Ren and 6, so it's Jundleris. You're correct. Or I'd assume you're correct. Only leans on EE. There you go. I don't know if there's much I want to change. I think you're fairly well mainboarded for this strategy. I could see an Alpine Moon that kind of messes up the Urza Saga. I think I'm just happy to hit submit. I actually don't think I really want to sideboard here. I was going to say, I don't even think I really want the Veil. I mean, if they're on the play, maybe on the maybe when I'm on the play, I might want the Veil. But when they're on the play, they're going to just get the 1 or 2 Inquisition Thoughtseize anyway. Having $500 on my credit in store starting, having some singles in EDH and being up to date in my modern game, trying to make priorities. Fury seems like must-have, but Golden Monkey does not seem such necessary for control, Scred, or land destroy. I would like to buy some caverns, fetches possibly. I wouldn't worry about getting Ragavan, honestly. If you want to play any red deck that it goes a bit larger, Fury is probably a must. Then I would spend your money on your land bases or stuff like that. I wouldn't play Monkey unless you literally are going to play a Luris build. And then rumors. They're not rumors. People want Luris banned. I don't think it'll get banned. So it'll be played. But unless you're playing a Luris shell, I don't know if Monkey's worth the investment. But Fury is definitely worth it. Fury's been just a solid card. Fury basically can replace Anger and Slagstorm in a lot of lists. So you got that going for you. I've submitted, my opponent hopefully has submitted. We're at 0 seconds. Match 5, game 2, final match of this donation league. I don't think Luris is going to be banned. He might get adjusted out of the companion zone. That, or they need to build some other companions, or I've thought that they could spice up Modern in a way that you could play Modern and then you can play Companion Modern. And to jump into Companion Modern, I would love to see them just like drop a set that had like 30 to 60 companions, just crazy ideas, and just be like, you can play this, and then for online and then in stores, like hype it up some and give it as an option that like people can decide whether they want to play companion modern or just normal modern. Maybe even like have it as a way to introduce companions into modern that don't look like they're going to crazy take over or something. But then you're kind of playing like it's kind of like almost a Wizards version of Tiny Leaders being incorporated into a format. So I don't know if it would work. But if they built the companions now into Arena, they could have companion historic as a thing that they throw out every now and then, which would be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. They might go into a world where they would separate it out. The thing is that they're basically making Tiny Leaders or Commander for Modern then, or Legacy or things like that. And segmenting older formats may not be a very good idea. You only need one, Meldrick. You only need one companion. I like running at main, so I like running 2-3 of them, but I don't know where my opponent went. I hope they didn't leave. That would suck if the final match here is them having left and we just get a bye. Probably have to do the same for other formats. Probably. I'm not saying it's a perfect solution. Just kind of interesting. They might have. I mean, they haven't chatted. They haven't said anything. The fun thing is that you do have a win condition. It's not like you lock them out. If anything, you have more of a win condition than Prison does sometimes. You go get the form of the dragon, right? And you smash them. We'll see. We'll see if they queue up here or if they're just left. My hope is that they don't leave for 5 minutes and come back and do an action and leave. We've had that where we had to wait the whole 20 some odd minutes. And that's no fun. Your issue with Luris is how universal. Mill, control, burn, hammer, Jund. Yeah. I understand the idea of making Luris black and white to kind of give him flexibility into multiple colors. But it might have been better to have made it black-white, like not hybrid, but actually black-white. Same with like Yorion, blue-white, stuff like that, and actually force the companions a little bit more. Making them hybrid, I think, is a great way to test things out, but making them hybrid made them too flexible. Owash is a cool one, yeah. And maybe we find that they ban all the initial companions and reprint them almost into like dual colors or tricolors or something like that. Like, I'm not opposed to the companion mechanic. I think it's really kind of cool and fun. It's an interesting spin. I do like how they adjusted it so that it has to go to hand, then to the battlefield, so that like discard decks have a chance to interact with it. But I would be careful with how flexible the mana is going forward. Not defending Luris, but doesn't the exact same argument, it's too universal, apply to things like Bolt? Yes and no. So Bolt definitely is played, for example, in Burn, but you have things like Unholy Heat now. You have people that play Dismember. I mean, like, I guess Dismember is the closer one, right? But Bolt still is played in red decks that need interaction. and I don't think a single pipped card means that it's too universal. What I mean by them being too universal is that Lurrus goes into a black deck, it goes into a white deck, it goes into a black-white deck, it can go into black-red, it can go into white-black. These are all kind of typical combinations. And where like single pipped path, you know, bolt, fatal push, just as an example. I don't think those go into every list. By the way, our opponent's clearly left. We're not going to be playing any more Magic here for match number 5. The other thing that makes them a little more universal is that companion slot. I think you can't forget the companion slot. It's just sitting there. It's accessible. It's ready to go. If you draw a bolt in your deck that's trying to just splash red for bolt, great, you know. Does that make it flexible? I don't think so. Yeah, the 8th guard argument is a really big one. What's interesting is you have partner commanders, and I think when you play one of those, you go down a card in hand. Like, that's understood that it's actually card advantage to have 2 commanders. So it's interesting that a rule like that doesn't really apply in the world of the companion mechanic. Have I tried Red White Lockout in the new meta? Not like a tuned Red White Lockout, Viridian. I've played. I mean, we could maybe entertain the idea of that as our second league. I have played the Mardu, I think, version, and then I played the what was Liquid Beaver's list? It was the Yorion Zozu list. All right, opponent did leave. They just slammed the laptop shut. We got it 3-2 here, playing Enduring Ideal. Bant Enchantments, a prison style list here from JKT. Let's conclude with some final thoughts. Toolbox. If you need to assemble pieces, you get to cast an Enduring Ideal, and then knowing the sequence for the opponent is very important. Sometimes you want to go get an Overwhelming Splendor to shut off problem cards. Sometimes you want Dovescape to protect the next couple pieces you play. Sometimes you need to save yourself with 9 lives or Phyrexian Unlife. And so sequencing that is important. Wargate was actually pretty cool. It did get us a Lotus Bloom quickly. It also helped us seal up a Solemnity there off of a Lotus Bloom. So that was something that we got to do as well. The list, probably one of the more fun Enduring Ideal lists that I've played. A lot of them try to do like Leyline, Nykthos, play Enduring Ideal as fast as possible. This one, it still does that with Lotus Bloom, which then got hosed by Karn, which we played against. But I do like this Wargate. I would love to see something more at 1 and 2 slot that are maybe a few more things here. Considering you can search for a permanent, I'd love to use this almost like Urza's Saga, right? So to get 1-drops like Pithy Needle, maybe Nile Spellbomb. I know those are artifacts, but you can get those with Wargate. It would give you the option to go get them and take it to your opponent. Let's look at this sideboard really quick. I think you can cut 1 Greater Oromancy. I know you didn't really ask for a deck tech or a thing, but 3 or 2 seems plenty, although we did play against very strange lists. I would cut 2 of those for something, and again, I don't like Boseiju at all, but if you're finding success with Wargate and being able to get that to protect, go for it. Cut 2 Greater Oromancies, get something in there for Planeswalkers or activated abilities, and I think you'll be off to the races. Deafening Silence could be a thing, definitely, if you're running into Phoenix. I'm not saying do Saga. I'm saying like Saga goes gets a Pithy Needle and stuff, you can use your Wargate to get that. So I'm not saying Saga. I'm saying use Wargate like Saga is used to tutor 1-drops. But there you go. This is the list. Once again, one final JKT. Thank you for supporting this stream. I did appreciate your donation and buy a league here to play this. If you want to be like JKT, link down below for the YouTube folks, and we can post that in Twitch chat here for you all if interested. We play these typically on Wednesday stream, unless you have to maybe show up another day, but typically they'll be the following Wednesday as long as the queue is not too full. Bant Enchantments, Dovescape, Enduring Ideal here in Modern.